I'm Sam.
And I'm John.
And together we are the
Coastal Kids.
Today we're making a special video for the pupils of Patana School in Bangkok.
This video is going to be about rock pools.
And how important they are to the creatures that live in them. A rock pool is like a school, community, village and a town.
Animals can live, learn and get protection there.
Some animals live in rock pools their whole lives, such as limpets, sponges, and periwinkles, and various other types of shellfish.
Other animals are visitors to rock pools.
When the tide comes in, some creatures come into rock pools in search of food. When the tide goes out, most of them get trapped there. When this happens, animals need to learn to live together to survive until the next tide. It's kind of like in school when a new person comes and joins your class.
The bigger animals that come in with the tide include crabs, eels and larger fish. Let's see if we can find any in this rock pool here.
This rock pool may not look like much, but there's good places for creatures to hide, like rocks and under seaweed. A rock pool is like a school because younger sea creatures can learn to survive before going out into the deeper water. It's great to see that there's creatures, such as the limpets that I told you about earlier, living here forever, and a visitor right here. That fish is a common European blenny and is a frequent visitor to rock pools. You can see where he's dug out to create a little pool of water to stay safe until the tide comes back in again.
This looks like a really good rock where creatures would be sheltering.
So we looked under the big rock and we found a ton of creatures living in harmony. This is what we found. A small urchin, a scallop covered in sponge, some breadcrumb sponge, star obsidian, oysters, backbean sea squirts, common sea squirts, winkles, and various keelworms around here. The way all these creatures rely on each other to stay alive is called symbiosis. Here's an example. Sponge has made its home on the back of a scallop. Another example is a small winkle is using the spines of an urchin for protection. Right there, small winkle. Under this rock is another good example of how creatures live and thrive together. Under this rock we found a goby, which is a very important part of the rock pool because it eats all the dead creatures. And they feel like sandpaper, which is also a really cool touch.
This is a prawn. Prawns are really important because they eat all the algae in the rock pool.
Without prawns, the algae would pollute the water and all the fish and crabs would die.
If you look closely here, you can see some tiny little hermit crabs.
Hermit crabs are a great sign of symbiosis because they take the shells of dead winkles and whelks. Nothing goes to waste in a rock pool. Hermit crabs are also like the vacuum of the rock pool because they square around the bottom, cleaning up all the debris. Hopefully you learned from that video how important it is to cooperate with your peers, your friends and your environment.
If you work together, you can grow together.
And remember, it's like if someone new comes to your school, you help them out and make the world a better place. If you like seeing what's in our Irish rock pools, go over to our YouTube channel and we'll see you over there. Bye.